This is a 60-day dry age New York strip. This is probably about 20 ounces. This is a thick boy. Step one for me with a steak is if I have the time or opportunity, I will try to salt it overnight. If it's thinner, I could probably get away with 5 hours, but we are gonna dry brine it. Why do I wanna dry brine it? You know, you can salt it before, but the big thing with getting a good crust on a steak or getting that nice sear is you need a dry exterior. So you can do that by patting the steak off with a paper towel or whatever. But if you dry brine it, so you cover it in kosher salt so it's evenly seasoned, and you put it in the fridge uncovered overnight. So if you were to leave it out on the counter, it would just kind of get all wet and kind of keep sweating. When it's in the fridge, it does that, but then it'll get sucked back into the steak. The salt kind of disappears on the surface, so like, you see the granules of salt, you don't see it. You get a nice dry exterior for an amazing sear, and then you get even seasoning. You're not getting just the exterior of the steak salted. The entire steak is evenly seasoned all the way through. It has a really good texture improvement as well. Think of like prosciutto and stuff like that. Things change, and it's just a really delicious bite of steak, and I highly encourage you to try it. Now, salt, big thing. This is kind of like the restaurant standard in salt is kosher salt. Think of table salt, people, this classic salt shaker. Usually that will have iodine in it. So it's very, very small granules. It's very salty, and it kind of tastes like more metallic once you use it in abundance. This does not have iodine in it, and that's what makes it so great for all-purpose seasoning everything. Then you have the flaky salt, like the Maldon salt. That is more used for after seasoning on top of cookies or finishing your steak. It's very good. It's got a really nice texture. It's really mellow, adds to the whole flavor and texture element. But that salt, it's big granules. That's going to take a lot longer to kind of absorb into the, think if this was a massive kernel of salt, it would be really hard to liquefy that, right? So you want a kind of a nice size. And this is always just perfect. It's like little snowflakes almost.